Am I allowed to work in the UK? I have qualification, I have experience, I have been in industry for very long, and I see a lot of job opportunity for myself in the UK. What is the way to work in the UK? There is this question being asked to my office very often, and today in this video I'm going to answer on how do you work in the UK and what are the ways you do an application. Also, if you're an employer, how do you take in your employees to the UK to meet your business objectives? Hi, I'm Falguni Vaipari. I'm a solicitor and founder at the SmartMove2UK firm, advising on UK immigration and nationality laws for the last 15 years. In this video, I'm going to make you acquainted on how do you work in the UK. So first, if you have a British nationality, you already have rights to work in the UK. But if you have an indefinite leave to remain in UK, you're still permitted to work in UK. Besides this, if you're an Irish national, or you are an EU national or an EA national, or your family members from EU nationals and EA nationals having pre-settled status or a settled status, are permitted to work in the UK. There are 331,200 visas which have been issued in June 2022, which is 72% higher number than what was been issued in 2019, just before the pre-pandemic. So the number of applications getting approved for the skilled worker visas that allows people to enter, live and work in the UK has been increased. Whilst I say that's a challenge to how do you work in the UK because there's a barrier, which is the visas, but what I meant to say with the statistics is that the number of approvals are very high if you are qualifying to get through with this category here. Having said this, I think most of you have heard that there's quite a lot of applications which are happening for healthcare workers and skilled workers. And there are other categories on how, as an applicant, that you can apply for a visa to live and work in the UK. So let's run through those categories which inherently allows you as an applicant to live and work in the UK without having a work permit or a sponsorship from an employer. So again, the most popular category here, which comes first, is the UK graduate route. That is when you have qualified yourself in the UK, you've done one of the master's courses up over there. It allows a post-study work rights in the UK for a period of 2 years. And this graduate work visas does not require an employer to do a sponsorship for you to live and work in the UK. High potential individual visas is a category that allows you to live and work in the UK without any kind of a sponsorship. Global talent visa is just another category that allows you to work in the UK based on your talent there. You can also are allowed to work in the UK if you have an ancestry visa. So perhaps your ancestors are British national. By virtue of it, you qualify for an ancestry visa, then you don't need any permissions from an employer to live and work in the UK. The youth mobility visas. This is a new category which has recently been announced by their Prime Minister in the G20 summit, and it's been rolled out now, which allows the youth to enter the UK, take this opportunity to live and work in the UK, again, without any kind of a sponsorships in the UK. If you are a British overseas national passport holder, then too you will be allowed to live and work in the UK. So we will sum this up, all the categories. As you can see on my screen, these are the ones that will allow you to live and work in the UK. If you fall and qualify under any one of these categories, then you definitely can work in UK without any kind of an employment, sponsorship license or any kind of a special permission, but you will need to qualify under that relevant visa category. So excitingly, we have discussed on where applicants can make an application for them to live and work in the UK without any kind of a work permit or sponsorship licenses. Now let's look into businesses. I'm sure you know when businesses are moving, they want to take in skilled people, and what are the categories or how can they do this? So they can take their associates on skilled worker visas. You can take the associates on a senior skilled specialist role, or you can take graduate trainee as well. You can have your associates on a secondment in the UK. So there's a category which allows you to do a secondment visas, and this category also allows service supply visas or you are an employer who would want to take your associates, you can also explore the possibility to take them on service suppliers visas. So let's sum this up. If you are an employer and would want to take in your associates, or you are a UK-based employer and would want to hire talent across the globe to work for you or meet your business objectives, or you are an employee and you have a job offer, or you have a COS, you already have a sponsored employer's paperwork, then you can get in touch with our team at SmartMove2UK to help you to execute your visa application. In case you have any queries, you can feel free to reach out to us. Leave your thoughts in the comment box and we'll be happy to respond to them there. I hope you found this information helpful. Thank you for watching this video.